Ladies and gentlemen, for the 1012th time, it is the Mason and Friends Show, featuring the girlfriends, aka Das Verboten and the Jew Princess.
Hello.
As well as that dude called His Junus. Oh wait, hold on. His Junus.
What up, bitch?
As well as that dude called the Black Hand.
Yeah.
Me, I am Foul Duke. Welcome to the Mason and Friends Show.
What's happening, y'all? What's good out there today?
These girls are in here eating Wendy's. Old Wendy's. And absolutely getting wasted. You know, this is how drunk you used to get when we started doing this show.
It is, yeah.
This is how drunk you used to be, but you'd be wild the fuck out. Bacon on the bacon. They be faking on the bacon. Like you were like,
I don't remember any of it.
you were way gone.
Yeah.
This ain't the drunkest somebody's been on the Mason and Friends Show. Not by a long
It'd
shot.
be times this motherfucker be sitting there going, yeah, we are Ali. I'm going to say, guys.
Yeah, no, that you would literally just be out.
I think I do remember one of them episodes or two where, yeah, I did have to shut down.
Right? You ate a couple of these cookies I had made. I brought you 4 of these and said I ate 4 of these and had problems. You probably eat 4 of these.
Oh, that's right. That's why I was like, let's try.
And you ate 2 of them and had problems.
That's when he was also drinking, too. That was when he was drinking.
Yeah.
And you were wild as hell for the first episode, and by the second episode, you were slurry blacking out, going into like just
Yeah, that's when shit
asleep
wasn't
in a
making
chair.
sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was
Incoherent.
So what'd you say? I don't know, but we gotta leave and go to sleep.
Jew-coherent.
Go to sleep when y'all leave. I don't know, you know, y'all just shut everything off when y'all leave right here. Just cut the lights off. You sit there.
Yeah.
Don't worry about what I'm doing. Just leave me on the couch.
Yeah, that's how it was, man. Those were the days, back in the day. Old El
I sent
Juperino.
y'all pictures.
God damn it, this motherfucker.
They're great. They're great fucking pictures.
We were right here with y'all.
I know, but
We're
it's
together,
funny.
man.
Come on, look how cute we are. Now look at fucking
Lord have
Sarah.
mercy.
Hold on, let me look at it.
Like, fuck y'all.
So
You don't
Mason
want to
and
share our
girlfriends
moments?
show featuring the drunk girlfriends.
First off,
Can we tell the world now about
That
the good
is-
stuff that's happened to you?
fucking precious.
Or we're not there
It's not
yet.
finalized yet.
We're gonna hold off on the finalization.
Not
Then we started laughing and my hands started shaking, and that's why that one's all blurry. That's also cute though.
More precious.
Fuck y'all.
Andrew's good news. That's what we're talking about.
Not yet. Nope.
No?
Okay, cool. Can we talk about any listeners that are currently listening to the Opare Herndon, Virginia murder trial?
Can you tell me about that? Because I don't know what you're talking about.
That's our homie that died.
I will go back into this, but anybody that's listening that is actually listening to the trial, please hit me up at I_shit_sunshine on Instagram. I would like somebody to discuss this shit with, because
Even though she's
I
not gonna
know
answer anything or see it, so
that's probably true.
yep.
Maybe hit up somebody else that you think I know that will tell me to look at my Instagram messages. Can we talk about it though? Because I know the guy that got murdered, and he was a fucking weirdo, but he didn't deserve to be murdered, especially the way he was murdered.
Holy shit.
So, like a different kind of murder would have been more acceptable to you?
No. This dude really didn't
It's
know
so fucked up.
shit. Like, he was really just going to go do something else that he thought he was going to do, but She got to explain it to you.
So somebody was being used and got in a situation where they got capped?
Yes, basically.
Hold on.
How do I not know about this?
None of y'all know about
I have
this.
no idea what you're talking about.
Okay,
So
raise
break it
your
down.
You
hold on.
mentioned it
Hold on,
before the
tell the
previous
story.
episode.
Just tell the story.
Raise your hand if you watch the evening news on Normal People TV. If you don't,
How about just tell the story? man?
Okay.
Absolutely not. I have
Just
no
tell
idea
the
what you're
story.
talking
okay,
about.
okay. 3 years ago, next month, there was a crazy murder that happened in Herndon, where a husband found a stranger in his home, potentially stabbing his wife to death. And
That's the story that was said.
He's an IRS special agent. He pulled his service weapon and he shot the guy that he
Bang,
found
bang.
stabbing his wife. And then his
I'm sorry. I don't think murder's funny. I really don't.
You're like, tell me about it, and you can't even focus on it.
yes,
I'm
someone
sorry.
like
I'm
it.
so high. I'm a little drunk. I'm sorry.
Okay. Either way, the wife in the situation and a stranger got murdered, and it was all a plot between the husband and the Brazilian au pair. Do y'all know what?
It's the nanny.
Do y'all know
Just
what
say
an
the
au pair
nanny.
is?
Just say the name.
So
what
yeah,
an
okay,
au pair
yeah, a nanny that lives with the family that always fucks
It's
the
a
husband.
foreign-born nanny
Just say the nanny.
that's brought into this country. And
We
so
know what
it was
au
the
pair means.
Brazilian girl.
That's why she'd be fucking.
God damn it, no.
Yeah.
No,
That's
why
why
she'd
au
be
pair, I'll be
fucking
fucking
Part of
au
the
pair.
story.
Apparently the
Part of
dude
the
has
story.
the golden penis because this is fucking diabolical.
Go on.
Okay. Sorry,
She's
Mason.
being distracted by the soundboard.
Mason, I can see you and I can see Lisa. And neither of them are paying attention. So
My man's paying attention.
this couple lives in Herndon, Virginia. They have a little 3-year-old daughter. She's an RN nurse. He's an IRS investigative agent. They decide they need a nanny. They get an au pair. They get this Brazilian girl that comes in. She lives with them for a year. And then the husband and the nanny start having an affair.
Of course.
And the husband and the nanny plot against the wife.
Oh, jeez.
And they set her up on her work laptop
That's some bullshit.
with a FetLife profile.
Okay.
Do you know what FetLife is?
Fetish life.
Yeah,
I do.
You know what
From
FetLife
there.
is.
Yeah.
But either way, that's like,
It's the fetish thing.
it's
I know
like
about
we're
it.
not here to kink shame, but everything
No
else.
kink shame.
So they pretend to be the wife, and they say the wife is wanting to have this rape fantasy
Gross. Okay.
fulfilled.
Yeah, this isn't going well.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, it's fucking crazy. It's gonna be made into a movie. It's being live, like it's on court TV right now.
Okay.
All right. So, anyways,
So they
Yeah.
set this woman up to get raped through a FetLife account.
Yeah.
yes, through somebody
She wanted to be raped, though.
that
No, she didn't.
she
That's,
didn't.
that's what they set her up
they
with.
set her up.
So she come around the corner.
Okay, if one of your exes set up a
Put me on,
profile
yeah.
in your name and
With
said
your pictures.
you had a
It's fucked
rape.
up. Which ex of hers did this?
It wasn't the ex,
It
it was
wasn't
the
an
husband.
ex, it was her
You gotta pay
actual
attention to the story.
husband.
What a motherfucker.
Hold on,
God,
there's more.
it's so much
Listen,
worse.
just pay attention.
So
I know.
either way, so the husband and the nanny are having an affair.
Gotcha.
The husband says he can't divorce the wife because he wants full custody of the child and that there's going to be too much money involved. He's going to be broke
Okay.
after everything happens.
Sure.
So he starts instructing the nanny that we're going to do all this shit. And the wife is an RN, like an emergency room RN. She comes every day, puts her laptop bag by the front door, goes about her business. They
Sure.
take her laptop out. They, on her work laptop, set up a FetLife profile.
He's motherfucker.
Yeah, and make it say that she wants somebody that's run up on her and rape
She
her.
is looking for someone to consensually
Wow.
fulfill.
Wow.
Just listen. She's consensually looking for someone to fulfill this rape fantasy she has.
It's really about that.
Okay, the husband and the nanny are pretending to be the wife. They're pretending to be the wife on her computer and everything else.
I got you.
They find all these different people, and they have run into a problem because all of these people that are willing to do this rape fantasy are adamant we have to meet in person ahead of time.
Sure, but the
Not
one.
sexual
But the one.
in
You
public.
fucking better.
Yeah. And we have to do this
damn.
because I don't want to be in a situation where you can come back and say I raped you. We have to meet
Yatch.
and work out all this. And then they find this fucking weirdo
Who was like, no problem.
who was like, his name was Joe Ryan. You want to take him? I found him on your floor in your kitchen.
That's fine.
Okay.
They're new, they're good.
They're in a box. I opened the box. Anyways,
Crackers down the floor right here.
this weirdo that agrees to not meeting ahead of time, just go full-fledged in,
Okay.
just so happens to be the childhood best friend of a dear friend of mine.
Oh, wow.
I know this guy. I have spent over 10 years of my life
Have you reached
interacting.
out? Have you
with
reached
this
out and been
guy.
like, yo, dude, what's up with this shit?
No, I can't because
He's dead.
He's dead. Like he got murdered, and he got murdered, and that's what this trial's about.
What the fuck?
Either way, we
Yeah,
all had a falling out with him years ago.
So he raped a bitch and then got murdered.
No, he didn't rape
He
her.
responded to the fetish website.
He just responded to this lady saying like, "Hey, I have a rape fantasy," and then he talks to this lady, but he's not actually talking to
He's
her.
talking to the husband.
He's talking to
Yeah,
someone
I
that's
get it.
posing to be
They're
her.
setting the bitch up to get raped.
The husband unlocks the door from the wife's phone, turns it on silence, and hides it in a kitchen drawer in the house.
Wow.
It's all a setup. The husband, the nanny, ends up forgetting some lunch boxes, goes home, sees this weirdo going in the house, calls the wife. She doesn't answer because her phone's hidden.
Wait a minute, this is the nanny that's like been fucking the husband and is out
Yes.
part of
She's
setting
in
this
on it
up?
too.
It's
Yeah, she's
all
part
a
of the
fucking
setup.
huge setup.
Yeah.
To kill the wife.
The husband has been plotting for 4 weeks before this to leave the house earlier and go to random places and get breakfast. So he's at McDonald's getting a sausage biscuit, and the fucking nanny calls him and is like, "Yo, there's this weirdo going in the house. Like, was somebody supposed to come here?" And the husband's like, "No." And so the husband rushes home, takes the nanny and his 4-year-old daughter into the house in the basement, goes upstairs, kicks open the bedroom door, finds this dude on top of his wife, shoots the dude in the head, instructs the nanny, who's now somehow in there. Also, the kid is still in the basement.
Yeah.
Tells the nanny, go get a gun out of the safe, shoot him in the chest. And then the wife is
Holy
like,
shit.
"Oh, thank God you've saved me." And then he proceeds to stab the wife to death.
Holy shit, and it's all on camera.
It's not
Nah.
on camera,
The
but
nanny agreed
It
to
will be in the
testify.
movie.
it will be in the movie. The nanny has finally realized she's just a pawn.
Shit.
That's why you can't be fucking the au pair. That's why you can't get one, because you don't fuck the au pair.
You
Yeah,
can't
don't fucking
fuck
cheat.
the au pair.
Don't fucking cheat.
And
How about
it
that?
hasn't happened in the trial yet, but according to other things over the last few years, because again, the fact that we knew this dude and we're friends with multiple people,
And they've been
still
following this.
friends with
Fuck.
him.
Yeah.
Wow, that's fucked.
And everyone's like, dude, the things people don't know about this guy, vegetarian because he thinks it's cool to eat animals.
Laugh.
He's known for taking in strays.
He's a
Like
nice guy.
Joe, no,
Yeah,
yes,
except for the rape shit.
weird. And me and all of my closest friends that
So he came and went at the
were
same
like,
time.
we really all knew this dude.
Well,
We're all
no,
like,
he came in. So
we're
think
not
about
friends
this.
with people who rape, but this woman's last moments are so fucked up.
Because you got
The one that was
a
getting
dude,
raped?
you got a dude that's going in this house.
Did he shoot her too?
No,
No,
the
he
dude
came in.
did not shoot anybody.
He came in and shot the
came-
rapist.
No, hold on. The
The
dude,
guy that's playing the rapist. See, he's playing
Yeah.
the rapist.
I get it. He's not a fucking. This is so convoluted. I swear to fucking God.
hold on.
Jesus
Just a sec.
Christ.
The dude Joe that I knew goes into this house that he's been invited into to perform this rape fantasy consensually
Right.
with this woman. The woman.
It's a
who has
setup. I get it.
100% a setup. This woman's
Now the
last
rapist has
moments
been shot in the head.
where this dude was gonna rape her to death, had a knife and restraints. Her husband comes in, saves the day, shoots the supposed rapist,
Right.
and then proceeds to stab his own wife in the neck.
Jesus Christ. Okay.
And
So he's gonna make it look like the rapist also killed her.
the
That's what he was
rapist came
planning
in.
on.
That was the plan, was that the rapist came in, he comes in and saves the day and shoots the rapist, but the rapist had already stabbed his wife to death and he can't save his wife.
So not only was he a rapist, he was setting him up to be a necrophiliac rapist. Come up in here, stab the bitch in the neck, then
Basically,
rape her.
Yes, and do all of these horrible things. And digital forensics.
This
has
show is going to
proved-
get age restricted on YouTube.
It's all been proven wrong, and then the nanny stood by the husband's side for a really long time, and now she's taken a plea deal, and she has
affair.
told
Virginia man accused of killing wife, Amanda Sandro. It's like the latest fucking article.
Yes.
Yeah, because
Yes.
it's the first televised
Joe
trial in
Ryan
Virginia in a
and
long
Kristen
time.
Banfield are the people that were murdered.
Banfield has denied allegations. Defense attorneys argued in a hearing last summer that investigators had a secret folder of evidence. Oh, Lord. It's a whole
It's so
catfish
fucked up.
theory. There's a whole
Yeah, there's a
catfish
catfish.
theory.
They catfish
Because of the
Joe.
fetish shit.
Yeah.
Oh my
They
God.
catfish Joe, and then oh god, it's so much worse than that. So the husband. So they set up
Salacious.
the FetLife profile on the
Very
wife's
salacious.
laptop.
Yeah.
So the husband would send the nanny out of the house so that her phone could ping not in the home while he was on the wife's laptop in the home
Fuck that.
doing the profile shit,
Fuck that.
and vice versa.
He gotta be smart.
He would have the,
He
the
actually-
Brazilian nanny who is
Gotcha.
now
Hey, pull that mic closer to yourself, Lisa.
no,
I'm okay.
Not by the
Not.
not by the wire. Jesus Christ. There you go. No, put it in the middle, you silly girls. Like it was originally. Right there.
silly girl. You could have gotten
Good.
and done it. You've gotten them so many other times.
Focus.
I didn't snap at you.
Yes, tell the story, ladies.
Either way, is nobody else listening to any of this? And if a listener is, please hit me up because I have no one to talk
underscore.
to.
I can't imagine they are, because yeah,
Sunshine.
I've heard nothing of this.
It's
If you
channel.
heard it, it's happening right
Channel
now.
4 and Channel 5 are live
Google
streaming.
it.
Yeah, but there's a lot of shit. Like when that Johnny Depp shit was happening right around the corner too, we weren't all really like.
Johnny Depp shit.
The only
Yeah,
time
but I
Johnny
don't know
Depp
Johnny
shit,
Depp.
the only time Johnny Depp shit really became interesting was when the
Was
shit
the
was
shit
in the bed. That was crazy, like literal shit in the bed.
First
That
off,
was
all of that was
live.
interesting, but I didn't
Whole thing was
listen to it.
interesting.
I don't know Johnny Depp or Amber Heard, but I know Joe Ryan.
Yeah, well, I try not to watch the television trials. You know what I mean?
This
Well,
is again.
but this is pretty twisted stuff.
As much as, dude, one time.
But to
I
know
spent-
someone in that's
I
pretty-
spent 3 months
Yeah, right.
dreadlocking
Yeah.
Joe's hair in my 20s. And he used to come over and he would sit in front of the lazy boy on the floor and I would dreadlock his hair. And for my 25th or 26th birthday, he shaved off all his motherfucking dreadlocks and gave them to me in
It's weird.
a brown lunch sandwich bag. He's a
Gross.
fucking weirdo.
Yeah, it's gross.
I have things that I'm
Do you
Yeah.
not.
still have these dreadlocks?
Gentlemen, don't do that.
Ew, no, I threw them away, but I have things I will say off camera.
Okay.
Questionable.
Off camera, but my point is, Joe was a weirdo. I'm not saying he wasn't a weirdo.
Joe's a weirdo. It's
But-
established.
Joe was not violent.
I don't know. Rape's pretty violent. If you want to do rape, you're stepping into like a realm.
I think he was kind of weird and he wasn't conventionally attractive.
The short end of the story, the man went to go get some pussy and got set up to go get some pussy.
If the Fed Life account was come rape me and he was like,
that's
okay.
not what he's doing. Like,
no, hold on. It wasn't just like he was like, okay, he had multiple phone conversations with the nanny.
Right, with fake lady who wasn't the real lady. I get it. There was an elaborate conspiracy to get this guy to come in and do this.
Yes.
He was really set up.
But
he was
like
really set up.
Poor dude.
But it's like,
and now he's dead.
Come do like the most violent thing you can do to a woman, shy of literally beating her brains in. Like beating her to death with your bare hands.
That would be willing to play along with this fantasy, this like whole fantasy.
There was hold on.
I'm not saying it's a good
favorite
thing.
parts about the trial is
that's all I'm saying.
Hold on, they asked the nanny like, why was Joe someone y'all were interested?
Oh, this is here you go.
And it was the husband was like, because he was white. And they were like, the nanny saying because he was white. They're like, why? Because he was white. And she didn't say it in these words, but it was pretty much like, this is white people shit.
Yeah.
Like, white people do this shit.
Yeah.
Like, it's not funny. God rest his soul.
It is kind of white people shit.
But this is white people shit.
This is why there's going to be a movie made out of it.
Netflix is already
going through all this elaborate
if this
shit.
was all white people shit, it wouldn't be funny. It might be a 60-minute, but
Netflix is already trying to get the contract on that.
The husband's lawyer grilled the fuck out of the nanny, and it was like, oh, did they approach you? Nah, the nanny has multiple monetary offers from a variety of publishing companies.
Hell yeah, she does.
To buy the story.
Yeah, pretty much.
And the nanny's whole point is she's going to get off because she's doing everything else. But it's a lot of 10,000 American dollars is 25,000 Brazilian dollars.
Yeah.
And it's not that she's wanting to keep it for herself. It's that
she's got family in Brazil.
Her family is doing all this, and her family's exposed to all of it. And this girl was like 21 when she came into the country, 22 when this happened.
But she actively participated.
Oh yeah, I have no love lost for this bitch. She fucking loved working for this family because she was in school in Brazil to be a nurse. And the lady she agreed to killing. And then 8 months after everything happened, there was a second search warrant and the cops showed up. And now the nanny has moved into the primary bedroom with the fucking husband. And all the pictures of the husband and the wife have been replaced with pictures of the husband and the nanny.
Yeah, that's okay.
Yeah, no, she knew what she was doing.
Diabolical.
That's fucking diabolical.
Yeah.
But the fact that this dude was an IRS investigative agent and everything he did has been called out by
everything
this
that he
young
did
Brazilian
was to prove
girl.
that his dick was not 5 inches.
Yes, it was. It probably was 5 inches.
That's what I'm saying, bitch.
Like,
It's exactly what I'm saying. That's why all this is happening.
No, the husband did everything. He couldn't, like, the nanny's already admitted. Why did you do it this way? He said the investigation would prove this. All of it.
Ladies and gentlemen, featuring the drunk girlfriends.
Have a fucking dick!
Fuck all of y'all. If you're following the story, hit me up on Instagram. I need someone to talk to.
Yeah, because like I'm not getting any more into this story than whatever you're telling me about it. I'm not gonna look it up. I'm not gonna read about it.
It's actually fucking fascinating.
When the movie comes out, I won't watch it.
No, it's fucking wild.
I've heard enough. I've gotten the spoiled version. I'm good.
No,
I don't need to watch a movie.
The Insider's edition.
I mean, I don't need to know.
The Insider edition is
I don't need to know anymore.
Anymore, and then I'll say more things. Nothing negative towards Joe.
Never. Rest in peace, Joe.
Just things that I'm not willing to talk about while it's.
That's madness. Absolute madness.
He was a nice guy to other girl. He wasn't aggressive.
He was weird. He was just weird.
Fucking weird.
Just weird.
Fucking weird. They all did, they call it dagger hair, but it's like LARP.
Bag of hair.
They were LARPing.
What is LARP?
They were live action role playing.
all of like these people, like Joe was one of them, and then there's several other
Like they have like Viking haircuts, and that's why they wanted to go out on a raping spree.
No, they didn't do that, but they would meet up in fields in Fairfax County, and my friend Ray took me to one time, and I was really fucked up about it because it was weird. Yeah.
And were they all wearing like medieval outfits, like carrying long swords and battle axes?
And they throw beanbag spells at each other, and if I have
Bridesmaid Ray?
Beanbag spells? Mike, have you been to this shit?
Why are you guys so friends named Ray?
Have you been to this shit? You've been to this shit.
If they cut your leg off, you have to like hop one leg.
Because you're missing a limb.
Because, if they like cut your arm off, you have to like hide your arm behind
No
you.
way. There's no fucking way.
I swear to God, I've seen it in person, and and they
That's
cast
that
this
shit
spell.
from that movie with the
Role models.
Yeah, role models.
It's real. Maybe not with the castle part, like that part's not, but nah, these bitches sew leather together, and then at the end of all of it, they have like orgies. Because it was called Dagger Hair, and we used to call the girls the Dagger Horse.
Oh my God.
I only saw it in person one time.
So there was actually an orgy going on. You witnessed it.
I did not witness
It's
the
like-
orgy, but I did witness like the battle. But then I did witness when one of the girls got out of it, and then she brought another person like their bondage gear from the orgies.
Ew. That is so wacky.
I know a lot of people. It's strange. People do strange things.
Yeah, no, that's
But
qualifying.
people do it.
That qualifies.
It's way more people. I only knew two.
I mean, look, a lady wants to rock some leathery type aggressive shit or whatever. I could probably deal with that, but I need it to be in a clean setting.
Fair. Like, I want to go like
It's not the Renaissance.
I just need it to be in a clean setting. That was like Mike with the porta john.
Dude, me and Ray just
That's what that sounds like to me.
me and Ray.
It's like the live action role play orgy with the fucking bondage and shit. I'm like, yo, y'all are crazy.
No, you don't
like,
role play.
put on your leather outfit, girl, and come to my apartment
You
and
don't
let's get a shower
role play
in.
the orgy at the end of the night. They all camp out.
Yeah, that's
right,
disgusting.
right.
We're gonna run around wearing leather all day and get all
Hot and musty.
grimy, and you know these people ain't slim.
Slimy ass balls and bullets.
They got rashes and shit. They got fucking, it's gonna be a problem.
What's that song? The freaks come out at night.
Yeah.
The freaks come out at night.
You can know someone
that's
your
what
whole
happened.
life, not know they're a freak, and let you see you midnight.
Like,
They're not cutting each other's arms off anymore.
Fake cutting each other's arms off.
Well,
I'm
it's
just
nice.
saying.
It's nice to leave you
got,
with your leg in the long run.
I got taken to one, and never in my Christian life would I have ever believed this shit is real, but I witnessed it in a park in Fairfax County with 150 people, and I knew 3 of the people involved. And I was hiding behind Ray in my pink fur-lined coat.
Nice.
And people were walking their dogs by. Like, you just...
And there's an orgy going on in the park.
You just
Until
turn around
it get dark.
the corner, there's all
Wait till it
these
get dark.
people with their swords and their beanbags and on one leg. Yeah, true story. That happened.
Absolutely ridiculous.
I'm kind of get down on it.
2008.
I actually think I would have fun.
I want to say
At one of these
2008
kind of
is when
things.
I witnessed this.
Yeah, I think I'd have fun.
Well, Jude sounds like you're gonna be LARPing, man.
Yeah, Jude, you got to get into the LARPing game now.
No.
I'm not
but
doing a
like,
LARPing.
if one of my kids wants to.
You would let your children get involved with something that ends in an orgy?
All these people were adults. There was no
I just
children.
want them to feel comfortable with their peers.
Okay, all the people there were of the age. This was not an adult supervised event. This was
This was what comes of those.
Yeah.
You send your kid to that
This
adult
was
supervised event
all
when they're
adults.
16, and they're 22, they're at the live action role play orgy in Fairfax Park.
If we could just call Ray, if we could call Ray in to explain it, because I don't understand. But they do
To
that.
each their own.
They do that.
I don't know, man. I don't know.
I saw things.
I'm still hung up on the Herndon rapist shit. Like, I'm like legit.
He didn't even rape her
He
though.
didn't rape her.
That's
He
what I'm
didn't
saying.
rape
He just came in the
But
house.
if you fucking Google that shit, it's the first thing that comes up.
But he
like
hadn't
Herndon
completed the
rapist.
act. He was there. He was intent to
Yeah, he
do
came
something.
in.
I'm
So
just
he
saying.
came
Hold
in
on,
with the
you
knife
gotta-
and
you're not
bondage.
getting
You gotta think, this woman.
Walking in the house that's open to him because
So
he said the door was gonna be
the
open.
dude showed up
Yeah.
thinking that he was going to
consensual.
be fake raping in consensual
Yes.
manner.
And the woman turns around, she's losing her shit. So he's
And
like, oh,
he-
she's playing her
he
part
thinks,
good.
like she's playing along, and that's what I think about that's so fucked up is that
It is
woman.
so fucked up. That's what I'm saying.
That woman ended up with a fucking stranger with a knife and restraints in her bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
And the dude that was there, which Joe,
So
when she's like, no, don't do this.
He thinks she's playing along.
she's role playing.
Yes.
And she's doing a good
And
job at it.
she is just like, oh my god. And then her husband shows up, shoots
Yeah,
this
it's
dude in the
really
head, and is
fucked up.
like, oh thank God
But
you
now I'm
saved
gonna
me.
take
And then he
what
stabs her in the neck.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Fucking neck.
That's the part that like really hems me up.
Hold on,
I
no.
can get the whole fake
Hold
rape
on,
thing.
hold on.
But, like the whole stabbing
Lisa?
the wifey in the fucking neck.
Lisa?
Like what the fuck?
Look,
What?
with their
ain't like that
4-year-old daughter in the
Clear-
basement of the house.
Yeah, it's fucked up.
This man brought the kid
I know.
into the
That's what I'm saying.
house
That's what I'm saying. I read it.
to
I actually looked it up
murder
on Google.
the mom. Like
It made
I
me
am,
bleh. It made me sick.
I'm so
you
fucked
just
up for the woman. So fucked up. for
Dwelling on the
kid.
misery of this situation. It's terrible. You need to look for the
totally.
rainbows that you shit. That's what you need to do.
The
right
rainbows
now.
I shit on all
You said
this.
oh no,
Look at
sunshine.
Sarah's- look at Sarah's
It's the
different color socks.
sunshine. You said right. You shit. Your whatever. I_shit sunshine. You need to look for
That's
this.
actually her name on
You need to
Instagram.
look for the shiny sunlight in life and quit looking at the rape situation.
Hold on. First
Like,
off, I do only see the sunshine. Ask my husband. It gets
That's
on his
what-
you were
nerves.
talking about the not sunshine for the
Yeah, but that's
last
how Sarah's whole thing.
30 minutes.
She is sunshine and love. Like
I
that's her whole thing.
no, I always see the bright side of life.
Well, there you go.
It pisses
Right
him
on.
off. Look at him, baby.
I just heard the story a whole bunch, so I don't need to hear it again. I
Hold
just,
on.
Yeah, like,
Yeah, what you need to do.
Hold on, baby. The question is do I
Get
look
some
on the
sauce.
bright side of life?
you look at like everybody has a good side.
The bright side of life.
Yeah.
Yeah, that.
And thinks everybody's all good and hunky dory. Nah. Everybody's not.
She knows. Deep down, she knows that already.
No, she
People
don't.
aren't.
You're not enough of a cynic to know that.
This is still about the crackhead, the driveway, and the person in DC.
God damn it, Sarah.
That's all. It's always going to be about that.
I know.
'Cause
Yeah.
Okay.
I
Picked up a crackhead.
we've already talked about that.
I don't remember this. I don't remember this.
I picked up a crackhead on accident in the driveway. That's a story for another day.
I'm just hungry.
And then when we went to DC, I just
She wanted
wanted
to save
to
a
make sure.
crackhead.
I didn't want to save a crackhead. I just wanted to make
She
sure
wanted to,
he
she
wasn't
wanted to save
dead.
one of the
So
zombies.
instead of save a hoe, she got save a crack.
Back in the day, remember the door? We went to
Yeah.
the door.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
We go to DC to the door. I
So you
tell
went
her-
to the door.
Yeah, went
Okay.
to the door.
All right.
And I tell her, give me your cigarettes before we get out of the car. We go to the door. As we're going to the door, you know the bus stop that's right there?
Sure.
Fucking there was a zombie on the ground. Fucking just out. And she's like, baby, is he dead? I don't fucking know. Doesn't matter. We're going to the door. We're going to get our shit. We're going to leave, right?
Now let me kick him a little bit.
She's like, nah,
Nah, you get way too involved.
Yeah, so we go to the door. We get everything at the door, right? Come leave out the door. We're coming back. Dude's still on the ground. She's like, babe, he's still there. Is he alive? I'm like, he's perfectly fine. But no, he's not. He's not breathing. Yes, he is. Let's
He's
keep
living in
going.
his environment.
She's like, babe, should we check on him? No, we're not checking on him. You see everybody else sitting at this bus stop waiting on the
You
bus?
should have had her by the hand, dragging her away.
They're waiting for the fucking bus. Let's
did.
fucking go to the goddamn car. So we get to the car. She goes, I need a cigarette. I said, okay, you get one cigarette. Make it fucking quick. She's like, why? I said, okay, you know what? You're going to see. You want to ask questions? Here you go. She's smoking a cigarette. Fucking head comes out the fucking back alley. Hey, excuse me, can I get a cigarette? She's like, nah, I'm sorry. This is all I got. That dude walks on off, right? Literally, 20 seconds, 30 seconds later, A lady comes walking out the fucking alley.
Excuse me, miss, can I get a
Can I
cigarette?
get a cigarette? She goes, man, this is all I got. The woman standing there, she goes,
Bullshit.
well, I'll take shorts off of that. And Sarah's like, okay, here you go. I said, get in the fucking car, let's go. We're going. Now, we're on North Capitol. We're on North Capitol Street.
You didn't see that one coming, Sarah?
No, we're on North Capitol Street. Getting ready to go on fucking New York Avenue to get the fuck out. You know that little strip right there before you get on New York Avenue, right there in front of the door, right?
Okay, yeah.
I'm like, do not make eye contact with the motherfucker that's coming down the road.
Don't look at these people walking in the street.
Do not make eye contact. Do not put your fucking window down for shit. She's like, but I want to help. I don't give a fuck. We are not helping none of these motherfuckers.
That ain't the place to help.
We're getting out and going home. Fuck all of them. And she's like, no, man, I don't give a fuck what they need.
You know what you need to do? You need to go walk around San Diego for a day or two.
All of that was accurate until what happened once we were in the car. We did walk past somebody that looked dead by the bus stop, and I'm like, what the fuck?
He just hanging out?
Is that dude dead?
Nah.
And he was like, you
That's
don't need to worry about
city
this
business.
shit. And
Exactly.
he dragged me along, and
That's
then
the man hanging out on
we went
Wednesday.
to the door, and we came back, and I'm like, that motherfucker still looks dead. And I'm like, I don't want to just be walking past dead people. Can I
he's
kick
not
him
dead,
a
he's
little
home.
bit?
No.
No, I just asked. I said, I don't want to touch him. I said, can I just kick him a little bit to see if he's breathing, and then I'll feel better.
No,
And
then you're
he's
gonna
like,
get him and Mike involved.
Yeah,
That's not what needed. Then you might
wake
end
up,
up
be like,
dead.
what the fuck are you doing?
This is when Mike has
Damn,
a red
that's why you kicked me.
You better hope
Mike
he
has
stays
a red
as normal.
Impala.
Yeah, not correctly straight.
Yeah, like I'm not
Right.
one of them guys talking to themselves and screaming at people and
Exactly.
just whatever.
Just sleeps on the ground where he
But she don't
falls.
see that. She don't understand
I
that.
don't. I
Or
don't
the guy
see
that
that.
screams at everybody that walk by.
Have you ever
never
seen that in the
seen that?
world?
Yeah.
Where people act like that in public?
And he hangs
Of
out by
course
the
I have.
McDonald's.
I have a brother that's a recovering junkie, like a 4-time over recovering
Well,
junkie.
then why wouldn't
I
you
think I
expect
have
that that's what
spent-
you're seeing?
I think I've spent
see a
more
guy sleeping on the ground in
with
DC.
passed out people from shooting needles into their arms and shit
Yeah, but
than anyone in this
Junkie
room.
and homeless live
It
in
doesn't
DC.
mean that I'm
Maybe.
just gonna be
I'm
like,
not gonna.
hey, you're dead on the street. I'm just gonna walk past
I literally
you.
Yeah, no, I have
Like,
to.
are you breathing? I can go about my business. Are you not breathing? Can I call 911 and say, hey, there's some dead dude on the fucking
Wouldn't have made it to a good time
sidewalk?
anyway.
in the city.
It doesn't, I just don't, I mean, people are still people, even if we don't like them. Right? Like, even if you don't like
Yeah, but
somebody.
that guy's home.
Yeah,
I mean,
That's right.
not getting involved.
That's what it
He
is.
might be
That's
home.
where that
I'm not
guy
trying
lives.
to involve myself in his home.
Well, you are if
All I
you're
wanna
that's
know
what
gonna
you're
kick him.
doing.
If you're
Is
gonna
he
kick the motherfucker in his front door,
Is he
you know what I mean?
breathing?
Yeah, he's home. He's mind his business at the house.
Is he breathing?
Yeah, that
what
motherfucker
the
live
locals-
there.
The
Listen,
locals
if
will
I
figure
know
that out
he's-
eventually.
If I know he's breathing, I am so willing to walk away. Like,
Well,
just,
if he's there, he's
is he
breathing.
dead? Or
If
we
he's
just-
dead, they'd scoop him up.
If everybody was at the bus
You
stop
know,
chilling,
that was
he good.
somebody's baby one day.
Yeah,
That
Yeah,
was-
but you can't
know?
save every homeless person that's sleeping on the ground in
Of
the
course you
city.
can't. He didn't look
You
like he
just
was
got to leave him
sleeping.
alone.
Hold on. He
What
looked-
if the panhandlers don't look like they should be
What if
paying
he's
rent?
Patient number one, and he bites your foot. You kick him, he grabs you, and bites your
God
foot.
damn! Yeah, he
And
got-
you're sitting there screaming.
You know he got a jagged ass front too.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I
exactly.
mean? So he's putting some
You get
imprint on
home
you.
after Mike
Yeah, I mean,
stomps
you're
on him
Listen, I
like
could
he
be-
doesn't want to have to do, then you get home and you pull a literal tooth out of your ankle.
Now you gotta get a bunch
Hold
of
up.
shots and
Yeah.
fucking all
Now,
kinds
yeah,
of
you can't be dealing with that. This is why you leave the homeless people alone. They might
Crackhead
bite
HR
you,
19
spit on you, shit on you. You have no
Are you
idea what they
done?
might do.
I can be right
They might be
back
like-
when I need to be.
And throw that shit right between your eyes.
Mason?
And then you got pink eye for like ever.
Damn!
Mason, I can be right agile when I need to be agile. Also, do not think I will not leave.
You're thinking he's dead, and he's patient number one for the Walking Dead. He wants somebody to go to the house. Grab your shit.
If Mike was there,
would be
I
quick.
would throw Mike at them to save myself.
Yeah, but you've already got a tooth in your ankle.
I don't got a tooth in my ankle. I had on good shoes.
If you had touched that dude with your foot, like Mike didn't
That
let you,
motherfucker would have bit you.
he might have just turned around and bit your ass. You got a 50-50 shot of getting bit.
Listen.
That's like tapping a rattlesnake.
y'all are never.
Yeah, you
left
fighting
that
that-
for
you-
dead.
That's what it's like. That's like a
you're
city
praying at that
rattlesnake
point
you're
in time.
playing
If
with.
it was a woman,
Maybe
we'd
it's
all
just
be
a
right.
rat
Reminds me of DC because they got rats out that motherfucker.
If it was a pretty girl laying her like that? Would y'all do that?
If she was looked clean, like she had been attacked or something, yeah, maybe. But if she looks like a regular ass homeless pretty girl that's like sleeping on the ground, I'm leaving her alone. I told you the one time I seen the pretty girl.
Personal experience.
I seen the pretty homeless girl and I didn't stop. I thought about it for half a second, but I just kept it moving. Why not, Lisa? Why shouldn't I have, like, from what Sarah's saying, I should have stopped and been like, hey honey, let me buy you a cup of coffee and a shower.
He's just laying plastered out on the sidewalk.
This is my friend.
Oh, this is my corner.
Get cleaned up, ho.
Get on up in that thing, huh? Get that thing cleaned up, man.
Yeah, I left the pretty girl on the side of the road. I didn't even talk to her or give her money. I just moved on.
Alright, cool.
Yeah.
Can you give me the description of her? Because I listen to a lot of crime
He posted it.
podcasts.
It's on an episode. You'll have to go back and listen.
Does she fit a certain description that I need to enter into a database?
No, she
Oh, no, I'm just saying.
What do you mean?
Database.
If y'all was
She was a girl on the side of the road that looked pretty. And she had a
you-
sign
you
asking
were
for
just-
money. And I was driving
This
by.
guy didn't have a sign. He
passed
just
out like
looked
a lot
dead.
We've been over this. He's
He
like a
just
snake, but
looked
you're not sure what
dead.
kind of snake. And when he bites you, you might end up with
When do you
syphilis.
call and say somebody's dead? With a rock?
You let the cop walk by
Yeah.
and kick him. Because that's the cop's job that he's getting
I
paid
don't
to
think the
do.
cops go there.
Well, I'm sure they do.
They do.
I don't know that they go
They
there.
stroll by and they kick all the sleeping
I feel
homeless
like the
people and
cops
say,
have-
find a
I
different
feel like
spot.
the
Guy's not
cops
supposed to
have
be
no
there, and there's a cop gonna walk by to make sure he ain't supposed to be there,
Listen,
especially
I'm
in the
sorry
city.
If you're going to do something, call the cops and say there's a person sleeping on the ground. I don't know if they're dead. You should come check them out.
Okay, I would have done that too if Mike would have let me and
Nope.
he had told me the address.
Yeah, because if you already know the area, then they're gonna hang right up
They're
on
like,
your
no,
ass, 'cause
that's
they're
Earl,
like,
leave
yeah,
him
no,
alone.
yeah, that's Charlie over
They're
there.
not
He's
been down there
they're
talking
not-
standing over there by the fire hydrant. Yeah, he alright then.
Is it a girl that's
Yeah.
pretty? Yeah,
Yeah.
her name's
Hey,
Sarah.
You know what? Y'all can take it all up with Jesus when you get to heaven, but I know what I'm going to say.
Look,
I mean-
I called 911 one time going to the movie theater because some crackhead was laid out on the side of fucking like this road. in
Well,
Ashland.
I mean, I've walked around many homeless people walking to work,
Yeah.
thinking, how the fuck do you sleep on that
Yeah,
grate
that was
like
like,
that,
goddamn.
motherfucker? Your head literally is on a metal
concrete,
grate with like nubs, so you can I can walk across that motherfucker, bro. And you're past the fuck out, dog.
Past Dante Wilder numerous times on motherfucking Richmond Highway and not giving a fuck. Hey, I see you play basketball.
I've seen plenty of them that look like they're cold. I've seen plenty of them that look like they living pretty fucking good. And I'm like, man, fuck, I'm going to work right now. This motherfucker look like he ain't do bad. He got the heat grate going on right there underneath
I don't know, dog. That shit looks miserable
I
as
don't even
fuck.
see where he is.
I'd have to find a bridge to live under. I couldn't do this whole out on the
I
street
don't feel like that
city
guy
grate.
looked like he was living his best life. The one that
He might have been. he may have fucking been, depending on where he's at on that damn spectrum.
Yeah.
You know
what
what I'm
was
saying?
he looking for?
He could be on the way down or on the way up.
Just what
from
kind
down.
of what kind of
Like-
freedom do you really want? If you live on the streets, man, you got a freedom none of us have.
Mr. Wendell.
That's right. $2 means a snack to me, but it means a big deal
I mean,
to
them
you.
people that live underneath the bridge right when you're getting ready to leave at 66, they got a decent little spot right there, you know? Where
Yeah,
the
they
tank
do
are.
because they right there by the
They
water.
right there by the water. They got a view in
Yeah.
the morning. They got sunrise or sunset.
Yeah, they
happening.
just get
They
the
got a
stars off
decent
the
little
water.
spot right there. You know what I mean? They got tent. Look pretty good.
You could probably catch a fish a day out of that.
Yeah, you can definitely
survive.
eat.
Plus that
if you
little
want,
area,
you get your
got some
guts
heat
right.
there.
You can probably eat good. You know what I mean?
Because where they're at, it catches the heat from the cars going underneath.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You
Right.
get the. I mean, there's a good little spot if you're homeless. You know what I mean? It's
You know, you make the best of what you got. Our landlord came over today and told us that the house was immaculate.
luscious.
I don't believe him, but I will accept it.
Well, he's probably seen way worse, so, you know, by
He was
comparison
pretty
to...
genuine. Mike will tell you,
Others.
he was pretty genuine when he said it.
Yeah.
Yeah, but, you know, when you're a landlord, people
Oh,
come
they're
and
gonna
trash
raise our
your
rent.
shit. You know
They're
what I
gonna
mean?
raise our rent,
Oh, well.
and we're really good tenants. So that sucks.
Yeah, that blows. Rent increases are no fun.
It won't be like how they do fucking out here with these corporations owning townhouses and shit. It's not gonna be nothing like that.
No, we're gonna have a significant
it'll
increase,
change,
which
but,
I'm cool with. I'm fine with
it's
it.
not gonna be nowhere near as bad as shit is out here.
Yep.
So,
If it's too bad, then we're gonna have to start looking.
yeah.
Well, these joints around here, it's like, I mean, they're still not too bad.
But
They're
it's
still
just
low
stupid
income.
ridiculous,
Just right
yeah.
here in this, I think they pay about 15, right around here. Which ain't bad for 3-bedroom, you know what I mean?
That's
more-
not
they pay
not
way
just
more
not
than
bad.
that.
That's it's
15
unheard
is
of.
not what they pay. They pay $2,500 for
Who does?
out here in fucking Warrenton.
Not right here, I'm saying right here, in this,
Yeah.
this little neighborhood right here.
Oh, okay.
They
Yeah,
paying
this is
15.
this
You know what I'm
shit.
saying? Everywhere else, yeah, they paying a lot more than that. Yeah, I couldn't tell you what they're paying.
Depending
You know what I
on
mean?
what they're gonna
20 to
raise us
Yeah.
to, like you can't find anything here for honestly
less than
2,800.
Yeah, it's bad right
Did you
here.
say 21?
Shit is
Like,
bad.
nah, Warrenton.
Nah.
In town,
That's why-
in the
that's why I
Faulkner-
started
in the
looking at- that's why I
Faulkner
started
High
looking at
School
Colbert.
District. No, we can't. That was my biggest concern is they can raise us 500. We can deal with that, but if they go up to 1,000, and they're talking about fair market prices and fair
Nah,
market
they-
prices is $1,000 more than what we're paying.
Even going out there towards Rixieville, now that all that shit's going in by the
Cause
golf
they put
course,
on that area, yeah.
that shit changed. That whole area is bumping up too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I started looking way the fuck out there at Culver.
Everything's super expensive these days.
That's how I ended up out there the first time. When I lived out there, it was because fucking
the shit I was looking at right
shit
here.
out here.
The shit I was looking at here, where I got what I'm looking at now is probably 2.5 times
Yeah.
bigger than anything I looked at out here,
Oh yeah, of course.
and a little bit cheaper. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So I'm like,
I don't want to go there though.
I don't want to go there either, but I mean,
We're
you
gonna
got
be
to
out
go
of
where,
the
you gotta go
school.
where the land take you.
I mean, to a degree,
You know what I mean?
you got to go where what you can
No.
You gotta go
afford
where
to
you
get a
gotta
hold
do what
of.
you gotta do, and then you gotta try
We're
to do
gonna
what you
be
gotta
out
do,
of the
flip
school
shit around and
district.
make shit rack around.
We need to stay in the same school district as the kid's mom.
Yeah.
We don't have that option.
That's a terrible burden.
So it's not a terrible burden, and I don't mind because this isn't a bad area, but
It's expensive.
it's
So,
fucking
It's
expensive.
expensive, but
Because I
if you're
wanna
going
buy
right over there, you're not. It's not like you're going. I mean, goddamn,
Dude,
you know
I
what
want to buy our landlord's house that realistically shouldn't go for more than 300, and it's going to go for 6.
At
yeah.
least.
Yep.
yeah,
Because the
system's
houses
fucked.
that were put
Yeah,
up there.
everything's
Yeah.
fucking. Everything's fucked. You know what I
They
mean?
just sold
Everything is
off.
$500,000
They sold off
or
less
something.
than an acre, 0.9 acres for 300,000.
It's crazy.
And then there's the other lot, whatever that I'm gonna have to look that.
That's the hot lick right there. Is well, I hear Falk here is a bitch building in Falk here, but that's the hot lick. Get you a little bit of land. Then get you one of the modulars, you know, for like 125.
Yeah, or less.
3 bedrooms, you know what I mean?
You can get
Like
some of those really tiny
real
places
nice
for
tight
like
junk, you know what I
25,
mean?
35.
Yeah, spend like 100 on whatever you damn basically want with a modular. One level junk.
My
You
family,
got time to wait on
That's
that.
what
Yeah,
Forrest
that's
is
what
trying to do.
Bolt that
it is.
bitch down and get on with it.
my family wanted me to buy a property two houses down from where they're at in Summerduck. The house originally went for 300. Then during the pandemic went for 500. Just sold for 850,000.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Which the only thing about it that I'm gonna give it credit for, it is on 20 acres.
Hell yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
And so it's honestly that's cheap. 850,000 for 20 acres.
If it's got a building on it that's suitable,
It's got
that's
a
pretty
house
good deal.
that's the house that somebody else came in and
Warrenton.
redid. Plus they have a garage with an in-law suite
Not a good
above the
deal. North
garage
Carolina.
and all that stuff.
Ladies and gentlemen, with that said, I think we're going to have to bring this episode to a close.
Oh yeah.
We'd like to thank you for listening and encourage you to listen to all the stuff.
Like, share, subscribe.
That's right. Keep grinding on the things you're trying to get done because that's how it's going to get
We
done.
believe in you.
Don't forget, we love you very much.
Love y'all.
We wish
Hit
you
me up
nothing but
about
the
the
best.
trial.
All day, every day.
I shed sunshine.
Peace be with you.
Gone.
Peace.
Love y'all.